Open marriages are becoming more commonplace in modern society, as the rate of failure for traditional marriages continues to rise, making it a daunting and risky prospect to enter a traditional marriage. The previous statement is not meant to dissuade those from monogamous relationships who prefer that path. However, the problem lies when it is considered the only valid way to have a union. Where we are taught anything but a monogamous is considered wrong, taboo, or sin. So what exactly is an open marriage? There is no universal answer to that, since there are different types of open marriages with their own set of rules. Whereas the concept breaks free from our traditional rules, empowering us to define that for ourselves. So different arrangements exist between couples. However, the common thread held amongst most open marriage is the ability to be sexually free, to explore other relationship from the couple's primary relationship, while maintaining open and honest communication within the relationship. Open marriages stems from a form of open relationship in polyamory. The word polyamory in actuality means many loves, highlighting that it is for the purpose of exploring relationships of depth and meaning with many people, while honoring our sense of humanity, which is capable of loving more than one person. The idea of open marriages can seem repulsive to some, as they challenge our current way of thinking and our societal imprints of what is considered normal. One has to ask oneself when faced with this reaction, how much of that is our own personal reaction where we have made a choice, versus the hard conditioned and possibly brainwashed view where we haven't even been allowed to explore that possibility. Open relationships might not be for everyone, however those who choose that path shouldn't be ostracized from doing so. Similar to how same-sex marriages have and still continue to be rejected in given parts of the world, we have to accept that marriage is not what we originally deemed it to be. Marriage was a function of merging family and property together. Most marriages were not based on love. So the idea of marrying for romantic love has been a relatively modern concept. At one point even premarital sex would be considered a huge no-no and taboo. Whereas for most people living a modern secular life, this would just be a practical decision, as understanding the sexual chemistry between two people would be prudent before making a lifelong decision. So how does one go about exploring an open relationship? Surrounding yourself with the right community can be key, as there are a number of polyamorous groups found in large cities. Some of these support groups can be found on places like www.meetup.com, along with various internet forums and support groups like www.polyamory.org, as you will have access to sharing the experience from others who are on the same journey with you. Next, watch some great videos and TV shows/documentaries on the subject. One great resource is the reality TV show Polyamory and Dating. The show ran the course of 2 seasons and gave an inside look at the world of polyamorous families. Error. Reading and continuing to understand yourself further are imperative. We will now discuss some essential books you should read to explore the topic further. In the description of the video you will find the links to these books. Recommended readings. 4. Understanding Polyamory. Sex at Dawn takes a look at the challenge of monogamy from an evolutionary perspective, reaching deep into the animal kingdom, arguing the idea that monogamy is not a natural construct for human beings, particularly comparing us to some of our close cousins, such as the chimpanzee bonobos and their open mating practices. This helps more for the philosophical acceptance of polyamory and open relationship. It is not, however, so much of a practical how-to guide. Ethical Slut, a practical guide how to work and govern an open relationship, focusing on down-to-earth tips and ways to manage the day-to-day details, such as how to handle jealousy, kids, and more partners in the relationships, detailing how to conduct the relationship in an open and honest manner. Open by Jenny Block, the story of a woman's journey from going from a traditional marriage to an open one, outlining her challenges and experiences on that path. A particularly good resource for those wanting to understand the process of transformation that can occur from open relationships. So the conclusion is, while an open relationship might not be for everyone, there are other options available other than the extremes of casual dating and traditional marriages, which might potentially fulfill our contradictory needs of deep attachments with others along with our need for variety, where polyamory might potentially be an option on that path to self-discovery.